how's it going? Welcome back to the Social.in podcast. I'm your host Pradeep, and on this episode of the Social Media Weekly, we're talking about Neva shutting down, we're talking about Google launching something called Topics Authority, and we're talking about Bing becoming the default search engine for OpenAI's ChatGPT. Let's get started. So for our first story, we're talking about Google rolling out something called Topic Authority. Now here's the thing, you have these national news publications and they also start talking about local events and they take precedence over local news sites. Now Google wants to fix this problem by launching something called Topics Authority. It will rank the local news sites higher based on their noteworthiness, their originality and their reputation. This is likely to cause an increase in the ad rates for local news sites. For our next story, we're talking about Microsoft Bing becoming the OpenAI ChatGPT default search engine. Now, at one point of time in the future, you'll probably open up ChatGPT and you'll be greeted by Bing Chat. That's because Microsoft has invested several billions of dollars in OpenAI, the maker of ChatGPT. With a new announcement, they're saying that OpenAI's ChatGPT plugins will now be interoperable with Bing Chat. They're also saying that Bing will become the default search engine for OpenAI's ChatGPT. Now, this looks like a comeuppance for Samsung because Samsung recently said that they're going to be sticking with Google as their default search engine. For our next story, we're talking about Neva, the paid ad-free search engine shutting down. Now, here's what happened. A couple of years back, a former Google executive raised a boatload of money, about $77 million, to create something he called the ad-free paid search engine. What happened after that? Well, he couldn't get any users and now it looks like that search engine is shutting down. Now, the problem here is that this company is saying that they're going to pivot over to generative AI along with everybody else. For our next story, we're talking about TikTok launching a chatbot. Who isn't these days? Anyway, TikTok is apparently rolling out a new chatbot called TikTok. Apparently, this will be located on the top right next to the user's profile and they can tap on it and ask it questions about the video that they're watching and also ask it to recommend more videos to them. Now, I don't know why TikTok is doing this, but I can only imagine that they're taking inspiration from Snapchat. For our final story, we're talking about the Meta Quest 3. Now, Meta has done a pretty good job with the Meta Quest 2, and now we have some details about the Meta Quest 3. Apparently, it's going to cost about $500, so that's more than the Meta Quest 2, and it's supposed to have a depth camera and a video pass-through feature allowing you to do better augmented reality. It is going to be powered by the Snapdragon XR2. If you remember, the original Snapdragon XR1 was the chip behind the Meta Quest 2. Now, all of this is inconsequential compared to Apple's announcement of their own mixed reality headset, which is supposed to happen in the next couple of days. That's about it for this week's episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, please go to your favorite podcast app, subscribe to the Social.in podcast, give us a 5-star rating, leave us a review, and we will see you guys in the next episode.